Oh Lord, pull up in that '04, pedal to the metal, says she wanna hit the flow more.
I don't want to say this too loud because those who run the Atlanta Falcons still have a long way to go, all right? But so far, during this offseason, they look like they kind of get it, sort of, in just a little bit of ways. Don't want to get too excited. Shh. I'll talk more about that in a minute, but subscribe to Atlanta Sports Unlimited for the greatest coverage of Atlanta sports teams right here on this YouTube channel. And we're sponsored by Prize Picks. Great fantasy game. Can pick players, 2 to 5 players, over or under, and win big time. Put that promotion code right there, ASU, as in Atlanta Sports Unlimited. The book, The Real Hank Aaron, is out. Subscribe right here. Or actually, not subscribe, but just go right here and just purchase the book, and I will sign it at therealhankaaron.com. Now, this is what they sort of kind of get. I mean, let's look what they've done so far. Free agency started this week in the National Football League. And then they've got the Falcons. I mean, they re-signed Chris Lindstrom, the right guard. That's fine. They got a backup quarterback. Okay, yay. They got a tight end. They traded for a tight end. Why? I don't know. I thought Kyle Pitts was supposed to be all that. Remember Kyle Pitts? Yeah, the tight end they got, instead of the franchise quarterback a couple years ago in the draft, the franchise quarterback, Justin Fields, was right there. And Kyle Pitts had and I know that they had the Pro Bowl year, his rookie year, but started declining near the end of that rookie year. And last year was declining even more, got hurt. That Kyle Pitts, I mean, this is a warning to Kyle Pitts. And people say, well, maybe they'll use a 2 tight end set. Whatever. I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, at least right now. I want to talk about the part where, like, it's almost like, I mean, I gotta say this quietly because, I mean, like I said, well, I don't want to get a big hit, but it looks like they understand that the biggest problem with this franchise is on defense. And has been forever. I mean, contrary to popular belief, 28-3, that wasn't about play calling. That wasn't about Matt Ryan. You know what that was all about? It was about the Falcons had a 25-point lead at the end of the third quarter, and they blew it. That's defense. And people don't want to talk about 17-0. Yeah, forget 28-3. 17-0. All right? Let's go back to the 2012 NFL season. All right? I mean, do you have amnesia? Yeah, the Falcons were actually in the NFC Championship game after that season. 2012, they won the NFC Championship game. That was right here in Atlanta, Georgia. They had a 17-0 lead over the San Francisco 49ers at home and blew it. I mean, just like that 28-3, the biggest blown lead in history of the Super Bowl, 17-0 at the time was the biggest blown lead in the history of any league championship game. But anyway, this offseason, I mean, the Falcons, they got David Onyemata. Yeah, the big defensive tackle from the New Orleans Saints. I mean, he's pretty good. I mean, not a Pro Bowl guy, but he's pretty good. He can stop the run. I mean, his former co-defensive coordinator, sort of kind of Ryan Nielsen, they hired them, the Falcons, during this offseason. So I'm sure that was part of the reason why he got here. But, that's not a bad move. And spoiler alert, the Falcons need everything on defense after last season. I mean, last season they finished like in the bottom 5 in the National Football League and giving up yards, okay? Only the Chicago Bears have fewer sacks than the Falcons. Matter of fact, I'll make this plain. The Falcons only got 2 defensive players at the end of the last season, all right? Grady Jarrett and A.J. Terrell, that's it. They pick up Onyemata. That's pretty good. Caden Ellis, linebacker. That's another guy from New Orleans Saints they got in free agency this week. Not bad. Yeah, I mean, again, not a Pro Bowl guy, but he got a few sacks. He can sack. I mean, he can get it better than what they got. That's not bad. And then you got the biggie. The secondary outside of Terrell was a mess, particularly the safeties. So somehow they get Jesse Bates from the Cincinnati Bengals. Are you kidding me? He's pretty darn good. Again, he never made the Pro Bowl. I mean, but he's still pretty good. So they're trending in the right direction. That's very good. So, but here's the thing. before we can declare that they really get it, the Falcons, there's a thing coming up next month in April called the NFL Draft when they've got like at least 8 draft picks. Yeah, we'll talk then.
This is my falsetto, wicked potion with the slow pour. This is my addiction, make me wanna go for more. Pale